go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. This is Games 3 and 4 of the AA World Series between oXBOX and BenMc. My name is Weaver Forprez, and I am joined by a very special guest making his XBL broadcasting debut. It is Sir Aaerios. How are you doing today, man?
Doing good, Weaver. We got some good baseball tonight. We could potentially crown a champion as well for Ox, but Ben looking to stay alive here, starting with this Game 3.
Yeah, and a little bit of XBL history here. This is actually the first time we have ever had official games of the AA broadcasted on the main channel. So a big honor to both oXBOX and BenMc. That'll be
Indeed.
Bar trivia here in the next decade or so, hopefully. Yeah, let's start breaking down the game. Like you said, oXBOX, he could win the World Series tonight. If he wins games 3 and 4, it would be a clean sweep. But BenMc, he's no slouch. These are two. This is going to be a hotly contested night of baseball.
Yeah, this will definitely be a good night of baseball. We got two very solid players, solid teams. Ox, we know his game. He's a free swinger. If he's locked in, he can put up a lot of runs. But, Ben as well. Ben, also a great offense. We have two elite hitters going at it here in games 3 and 4.
Yeah, neither of them really blew the lid off the league with their pitching. Ben, right around league average. Ox was a little better, but didn't exactly compete for the Von Asen Award. So yeah, like you said, this should be a hitting dominated game mostly, as games 1 and 2 were oXBOX with late leads, thanks to his offense. But this series, it's not played on the 75 ego that we saw most of the AA played on. It is bumped up to 78 as far as hitting goes. It's going to pose it has posed a challenge for both these guys in their playoff runs and in this World Series, and it could play a significant role tonight as these guys try and quell each other.
Most certainly. But question for you, Weaver. What do you think Ben needs to do in order to crawl back into this series trailing 2-0 right now?
Yeah, game 2, it kind of seemed like the effects of the first game had effects on him. It seemed like things were kind of spiraling. He couldn't quite score. He was facing some great pitching out of the hand of oXBOX. But I think for Ben, it's just a time for a mental reset. Needs to get back in the game. He's going to have to get back in this series on the road here at the home of the Nazgul 9, and we'll get to that shortly. But for him, he needs to just trust in his bat, trust that he's here for a reason. This is the top 2 in the AA going at it, and it's not like he was blown out in either game. So I think it's a matter of trust. With that said, we are moments away from first pitch. We're going to let them know that they can queue up, so don't go anywhere. We've got games 3 and 4, the possible conclusion of the Season 12 AA World Series. Don't go anywhere, folks.
All right, welcome back to the XBL. We're here in Game 3 of this AA World Series as Ox's Nazgul 9 take on Ben's Arkansas Razorbacks here in Game 3. Ox looking to go up 3-0. Ben looking to crawl back in this series, trailing in this World Series 2-0.
Yeah, and Red Rock Park is the site of Game 3 here. This is the home of the Nazgul 9. This is the smallest stadium by square footage as far as all the XBL stadiums that aren't banned. This is at that bottom of the list, so we could see some big flies. In fact, I guarantee it.
Certainly a couple of big hitters playing in a small ballpark. We could see some explosive offense here tonight. As we pick things up in the top of the first, the shortstop Violet Rose will lead us off, hitting 143. Currently, as Lord Elrod kicks, fires, misses low with the ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Rose. The 1-0. Swings through strike 1. Accounts even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That ball is sliced foul off to the left side, and we are even. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Violet Rose, the left-handed hitting shortstop. Here's the 2-2. Ball 3 misses low at 100. As Elrod delivers a 3-2 up the middle into center field for a single. A leadoff single for Rose. And the Razorbacks have the leadoff man on.
Yeah, and that's a perfect start for BenMc19. He draws 6 pitches out of this number 3 starter for the Nazgul 9, earns himself a single, plenty of speed at first, and some power bats coming up.
Fastball fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike to Benjamin Aaron, hitting 667. The catcher pops that one foul off to the right side. We'll see if it stays in play, and that'll fall for a foul ball. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Elrod looks in, gets the sign. Delivers the 1-2. That ball is hit down the right field line. That is going to fall in for a single, potentially extra bases. He's going to hold it first, but the Razorbacks have runners on first and third here in the first.
Yeah, Ox played that very well. He played the Karen very well, but he doesn't like that he was in that position at all. But this could be 2.
Flips to second for 1, on to first. The double play, 6-4-3 style, 2 outs on 1 pitch for the Nazgul 9, but the Razorbacks do push across a run and lead 1-0 here, top 1 with 2 outs. The first baseman, Donna Lorraine, hitting 650 with 2 long balls and 6 RBI in these playoffs. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lord Elrod, 7.94 ERA, delivers the 2-1, misses low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. That ball's well hit, deep center field. Back goes Aragon. He'll camp under it for out number 3, but not before the Razorbacks push across 1 after a half inning. Razorbacks 1, Nazgul 9 coming up.
Yeah, and for Nazgul, Ox out there, maybe a tick nervous with the ball in his hand. It looked like a lot of wild pitches. He's someone that likes to alternate between the power pitching and the non-power pitching. We'll see what he gravitates more to as the game goes on and as he figures out his opponent.
And certainly Ox up 2 games to nothing in this series. Just have to continue to do what you did through the first 2 games, but perhaps some early game jitters. But we know he can strike back in a hurry though. As Shalab Spider, the second baseman, hitting 378, hits that one down the first base line. That one's going to hook inside the bag. Could be extra bases, and it'll be a leadoff double for Ox. Good response after giving up the run the top half of the first.
Yeah, and despite the big power numbers he put up in the AA this season, I would not be surprised to see some small ball. Look out for a bunt from Legolas here.
Legolas, the right fielder, skies that one into center field. But there's Nicole, catches it for out number 1. But hey, how about this? Ox tagging up from second base, advancing to third. So great base running there from Ox. And here's Witch King Angmar, the shortstop, hitting 297. Takes a fastball inside. The count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom 1. Runner on third. Fastball misses upstairs. Giardina misses inside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Angmar, and he takes ball 4 outside. So runners once again on the corners, which will bring up the catcher, Lady Ewan of Rohan. Forgive me if I said that incorrectly, but here goes the runner from first. And Ox stealing second. 2 runners in scoring position here with 1 out in the first. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit into center field. That is going to tie the ball game, but Ox sending the runner around third, but no, he's going to send him back, but takes second. Great base running once again from Ox as he has 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, and we are tied at 1.
These have been great at bats as he does chase here. He's going to get another RBI, however, but I want to go back a couple at bats when he had the runner on third no outs, I believe, or 1 out in a 3-1 count. That's a very easy count to get ahead of yourself and swing at something just trying to get the run in. He stayed very poised, earned himself another base runner, and he earns himself the lead in this inning.
After 1 inning, we have the Nazgul 9-2, Razorbacks 1. Razorbacks coming up with Blake, Nicole, and Thatcher here on the XBL.
The third baseman, number 15.
And we have the third baseman, Richard Blake, leading things off for the Razorbacks here, top of the second. Nice response there from oX in the bottom half of the first. Takes a 2-1 lead as Blake swings through strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little changeup. That was fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Elrod kicks, fires. Fastball misses low and in at 98 on the gun, the 2-2. That ball's chopped foul to the right side. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 once again grounded second base. Easy play for Spider, 1 down.
Yeah, that he hammers him with the cutter inside. That's the exact result he was hoping for when you throw that pitch. In my opinion, he threw it a little too much in games 1 and 2 when he was playing, on his personal stream. But he used it to great effect there, and we'll see if Ben adjusts, as I'm sure oX is going to throw it more often.
There's a base hit into left field for the Razorbacks. So with 1 out, they have a runner on first. Good speed at first as well. We'll see how oX plays with that runner on first, as Razorbacks probably trying to get that runner in scoring position, trailing by 1 here, top 2. Here's the first pitch to Thatcher, misses, low, hitting 500, 1 home run, 5 RBI so far in these playoffs. That ball's hit foul to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses upstairs at 99, 2 balls and 1 strike. As oX certainly very concerned about that runner at first base, making sure that the Razorbacks are well aware that oX is keeping a close eye on him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Elrod. That ball's hit out to right field. Legolas is going to catch that for out number 2.
Yeah, I could tell Ben thought maybe for a split second that had a chance to drop. So he held up his runner halfway, but all that speed over there at first, it didn't really matter. He had all day to get back.
We have the pitcher spot up with Vince Giardina, who is oddly enough hitting a perfect 1,000 these playoffs as he swings through strike 2. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. As oX gets out of the small jam after 1.5, Nazgul 9-2, Razorbacks 1.
That changeup in the dirt, that's a personal favorite of mine with 2 strikes. Doesn't work on everyone, and I don't think Ben will swing at that, more than half the time in that situation, but he did there, and oX will take it.
That ball is lasered into right field for a leadoff single. oX looking to once again have another solid inning here in the bottom of the second. As Giardina misses low and outside, ball 1. Delivers strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's strike 2 on a close pitch that just caught the inside corner. The 1-2 misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Slider low and outside, misses for ball 3. But once again, the base running for oX, but he's gunned down by the Razorbacks at second. Beautiful throw. As that one's chopped foul left side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled back as oX stays alive in the count. 1 down here, bottom 2.
I have to say I'm stunned that he even thought about stealing that. To me, that's a clear-cut situation with the pitcher at bat. Just take the sacrifice bunt, especially with very lacking speed on first in that situation. And could go as an inning where Ben faces the minimum, assuming he doesn't drop it, and he does not.
Solid inning there from Ben as the Razorbacks able to push across the 0. Razorbacks coming up top 3 with the second baseman Meredith Avery leading things off. 529 hitter, 1 home run, 9 RBI. Hitting from the right side. Here's the first pitch. That one is grounded to the second baseman. There's Spider, fields, fires, 1 down.
And typically in the XBL, in any league, in any of the 3 tiers, these World Series matchups, they're so focused on big offense. This one hasn't really been an exception, but what I want to say is that these quick outs, just like that last one, it was a 1-pitch out that oX got. Any of those that you get go a long way because these turn into wars of attrition very fast.
Elrod kicks, fires the 2-2, swing and a miss, 98 on the inside corner. As Ox gets the strikeout and records out number 2, Benjamin Aaron, the catcher, 682 average with 4 RBI in the playoffs. Takes strike 1 with the slider on the inside corner. Ox working quickly, delivers 100. Misses inside the 1-1. That one's hit up the middle and through the outstretched glove of the second baseman into center field. A 2-out single for Ben as the Razorbacks stay alive in the inning.
Yeah, that cutter that tails away from the right-handed hitter, that's one that it's got to get out of the zone, or you may as well just not throw it. It's a little too easy, especially with a power swing, to flip it where the fielders ain't.
That ball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyson. Pretty good power hitter, has great speed. Not a great contact hitter. Takes strike 2 on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2. Strike 3, got him looking inside corner. Ock is able to strand a runner after 2.5. Nazgul 9-2, Razorbacks 1.
Yeah, that was one of his better fastballs, I think, of the early part of this game. Spotted it well. Maybe, maybe he wanted it a little lower on that corner, but anything on that half that's just kind of on the border, that's I don't know if I'd swing at that either.
Yeah, certainly good location. Here's Shalab Spiders. Made a couple of good plays at second base today. All around very good hitter as she's out in front of that changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball misses for ball 3. Here's the 3-2. Good take by Ox. That misses low in the zone. And a leadoff walk for the Nazgul 9 brings up Prince Legolas, the right fielder. Here's the ball, hits the left side at shortstop. Rose Fields throws to second for 1, on to first, not in time. But the Razorbacks get the lead runner. 1 down, runner on first base for the Witch King.
Yeah, a little overeager there. I'm going to look for him to take a couple extra pitches out of principle here, perhaps.
As Witch King takes strike 1 low and inside. Good power hitter, good all-around hitter for the Witch Queen. As the Razorbacks throw over to first base, nothing happening there. Good speed at first base. Here goes the runner. Here's the throw down to second, not in time. Once again, the base running for Ox paying dividends. Here's the 2-1, misses low and outside, ball 3. 3-1. Here's the pitch, grounded out to shortstop. Rose, they get the lead runner in a rundown, but Ox able to get back to second. Once again, the base running for Ox has been dynamic today.
Yeah,
that is
very calm and under control there was Ox.
Certainly very easy to get a little bit overeager with that lead runner, but solid base running once again. There's a fastball hit out to right center field. What a play by Tyson. Dives, catches, and doubles him up at second base. Inning-ending double play. What a play from the Razorbacks after 3. Nazgul 9 lead 2-1.
Wow, what a play from BenMc, 19. All that juicy speed on the bases for the Nazgul 9. It's a 4-1 ball game easily if that gets down.
Making love to the glove right there. Huge play. That certainly could have changed the outlook of this ball game. Like you said, could easily be a couple of runs right there. As Donna Lorraine takes ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Fastball misses upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. As Ox delivers the strike on the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike here to the first baseman, Donna Lorraine. Takes strike 2 at 99 on the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Both chop foul to the right side as Donna staying alive, hitting .619 with 2 home runs. Skies that one into center field, but an easy play there for Aragon. 1 down.
I find it fascinating. oXBOX, he's, most people, if they align their defense at all, they're doing it with the outfield, and he is doing it with the outfield, but he's also doing it with his corner infielders. He's guarding the lines here, and I'm not sure why. Maybe something he saw in the first 2 games.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. Nice location there as Blake swings through strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses low as Elrod has been rolling these last few innings after giving up the first inning run. Here is the 2-2. Strike 3 on the 83-mile-per-hour changeup. Beautiful pitch right there, low and in the dirt. That'll be the second out of the inning here, top 4. Once again, Nazgul 9-2, Razorbacks 1.
Yeah, Ox very persistent with that pitch. Ben, I think he knew it was coming the first time, so it was an auto take, in my opinion. And then Ox said, you know what? I still like that pitch. I'm going to throw it again. And he got him.
Elrod, very good velocity throwing hitter. There's a fastball hit out to the shortstop. Angmar dives, fields, throws, not in time to first base. A 2-out single for the Razorbacks. That'll bring up the left fielder, Richard Thatcher, 474 hitter, 1 home run, 5 RBI. That ball is lasered into right center field. That's going to be extra bases. Aragorn going to have to field that one off the wall. That's going to score a run, a 2-out RBI double, and we are tied at 2.
That cutter to a right-hander strikes again. I'm not a fan of it. And we'll see how many more Ox gives on that pitch before he gives up on it. And like he said, tied game, brand new game here in the 4th.
You'll have a good 2-out rally there. With 2 outs, the Razorbacks clawing their way back. It all started with the single and then the RBI double. As that ball is hit foul to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2. That ball's chopped to the right side. Elrond fields, throws to first for out number 3, but not before the Razorbacks tie this up at 2 as we go top 5.
And with that double, that removed Ox's starter, Elrond, from locked-in mojo back to neutral mojo, which did a number on his stamina. And as soon as we see the pitcher spot come up, Ox is going to have a tough decision to make.
There's a quick out for the Razorbacks. Off the bat, it looked pretty good there from Ox, but sort of died at the track. So 1 out here. Bottom 4, actually, correction on that. With Thorin Oakenshield, the first baseman, 333 hitter, 3 home runs, 5 RBI. Good power here at the plate. Swings through strike 3, 1-0-1 on the gun. For out number 2 here, bottom 4. That'll bring up Bourne Skin Changer, the left fielder. Takes ball 1 outside. Swings through strike 1, 101 on the gun from Jimmy Dale.
Yeah, it looks like the Razorbacks are already in the pen here in the 4th, but I can't blame them. It's not an elimination game technically, but it's a must-win.
Certainly, you got to throw your best arms in situations like this. As that ball's hit to the second baseman, Avery records the 3rd out after 4. We're tied at 2.
And with that last out came from the 7-hole hitter. Ox likes to put his pitcher in the 8-hole, so this has got to be the final assignment for Lord Elrond, assuming he can get through it.
The second baseman, Meredith Avery, 500 hitter with 1 home run, 9 RBI, which I believe leads the team. Swings through strike 2. Elrond still on the mound at 69 pitches for the Nazgul 9. Hicks fires the 0-2. Razorbacks up there battling at the plate, fouling off as many pitches as they can. Here's the 0-2 once again. A pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball hit down the line, but foul. And Meredith Avery having a quality at bat here. Down in the count, but now the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes as that one's up and in. Here's the 2-2. That one's hit up the middle and into center field. A leadoff hit for the Razorbacks.
Another lengthy at bat that rewards BenMc19 with that single. Good speed over there. Doesn't have the stealer trait, so while Ox does need to be careful, I don't think he needs to be too careful. I don't think Ben runs a lot. He likes to trust his power.
Weaver, you got to be thinking that Ox maybe looking to go to that bullpen at some point. Elrond now in the 70s with his pitch count, which isn't terrible for him, but you can kind of see some signs of fatigue so far.
Yeah, I think right now what he's looking at is whether or not he can double switch, because that pitcher spot is due up first. No double switch.
So it looks like Lady Galadriel will be the relief pitcher, the lefty. Flips in a breaking ball for ball 1. There's the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. As Lady has 4-seam, cutter, and curveball. Quality curveball as well. Here, there's that breaking ball. Catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner for the Razorbacks, but a heads-up play by Ox as they gun him down at second for out number 1. There's the 2-2. That one is popped behind home plate. Lady Rohan there for out number 2. Nice job by Ox battling back after that leadoff runner got on. There's a swinging strike from Benjamin Aaron. That ball's chopped to shortstop field as Angmar flips over to first base for out number 3. As we go bottom 5, tied at 2. We have ourselves a good ball game here, Weaver.
Yeah, he ends up facing the minimum in that inning thanks to the patience on the mound. He knew there was a speed threat. He assessed it. He held the ball long enough, and he caught him in between the bases.
Certainly, that could be kind of a tough situation to be in as a pitcher when a runner kind of takes off sort of in the middle of your windup. That could be kind of an awkward situation, but once again, like you said, great concentration by Ox to maintain his composure and get that out. We have Smog the Terrible, the pinch hitter, hitting 280 with 2 home runs. Takes a ball upstairs, the 1-1. Like a bit of a fork ball hit out to shortstop. Rhodes Fields throws over to first, 1 down.
Yeah, so he did remove Lady Galadriel after getting those 3 outs. Now, 3 very important outs, mind you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to get those big outs in those big situations. But now he's down to 3 pitchers, and well, I'm not an expert in how he's constructed his bullpen. I'm guessing, maybe only 2 of those 3 are truly viable against such a tough opponent.
The 0-2 from Jimmy Dale, who does have the K-man trait, misses outside with the breaking ball. The 1-2, that one is sliced out to the left side, and that'll fall in for a foul ball. The count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 1 out, bottom 5. We are tied at 2. The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses inside. 4-seam cutter, curveball, and a fork ball from Jimmy Dale. 7.5 ERA. Here's the 3-2. That one catches the inside corner. Got him looking for strike 3. Nice little front door cutter for out number 2 for the Razorbacks. That one's hit out to shortstop. Whoa, interesting play there. You thought the shortstop was going to catch that, but it's able to find a home in center field for a 2-out single.
Yeah, Sheila Spider, she's the leadoff lady. She just finds ways to get on, and that could be a huge mistake for Ben if this drops, but he's coming in, and he's got it.
And Nicole makes the catch for out number 3. And we have a couple of great hitters playing right now, but in big games like this, sometimes the script sort of flips and you find yourself in a pretty good pitcher's duel. That's what we have here in game 3.
Yeah, it makes for better drama for us neutrals as well, I must say.
Certainly. Gandalf the Gray delivers strike 1, delivers 100 up in the zone for strike 2 as a fastball, cutter, change, and a curve. The 0-2 misses inside. Kicks, fires the 1-2. Changeup misses low and in. Rick Tyson, the right fielder, hits that one up the middle and into center field. Another leadoff single for the Razorbacks here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Knox still has his K-man ace reliever lurking in the pen. He's going to want to try, I would think, and squeeze at least 2 innings out of Gandalf the Gray here. When it'll get really interesting is, wow, that was not foul by much, but it'll get really interesting if this game stays tied late and perhaps goes into extras.
Certainly, we wouldn't mind some free baseball. That one's hit foul off to the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the first baseman, Donna Lorraine, 591 hitter. As Ox throws over to first base. Good speed at first for the Razorbacks. As Gandalf looks in, takes the sign. That one's hit out to center field, and that one's going to fall in for a single. Runners on first and second to start the inning for the Razorbacks, which will bring up the power-hitting third baseman as he hits that one to the left side. Third baseman dives, knocks it down. The throw over to first, not in time, and bases loaded for the Razorbacks. As the first 3 runners of the inning get on base, and the center fielder Megan Nicole now up at the plate.
Wow, I think if it's me, I play this infield either halfway or in. There's so much speed at the plate. I don't think you turn a conventional double play around the horn. I think if it's on the ground, if he does get it on the ground, it's got to come home.
Certainly in a game like this, runs are at a premium. So, and I suppose Ox is okay with giving up, a run to maybe get 2 outs, but still in a game like this where the offenses haven't been clicking as they usually do, every run matters. Megan Nicole, the center fielder, 476 hitter. Here's the pitch. Changeup misses low and inside. And Gandalf the Gray finding himself in some trouble as Nicole swings through strike 2, the 1-2. 100-mile-per-hour fastball misses high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's hit up the middle, past the dive. of the shortstop. That one's going to ricochet into center field, and 2-run score for the Razorbacks. Runners on first and third. Razorbacks leading 4-2.
Tough bounce for oXBOX. Yes, the bounce that hurts. Like that lets in an extra run. But even if he gloves it, he's definitely not getting her at first. Maybe there's a play at second, but I really that may be at second. But even that's a big maybe. He's gonna let it drop here and try to play some shenanigans. Is it gonna work? It actually does.
Interesting play there from Ox, able to let that ball drop and gets the, I guess, the runner with the better speed at second base, but still good speed at first for the Razorbacks. Is they have first and third here with 1 out, top 6, leading by 2. There's a little cheeky bunt down the first baseline. Good idea from Ben. But that one just goes foul. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1, misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count even at 1. Here's the pitch. That one is bunted to the left side. Gandalf fields. A run will score. Does get the out at second, but another run pushes across for the Razorbacks as they lead 5-2.
Yeah, Ox does the responsible thing. He doesn't try and dive for that, because if he misses it, then everyone's safe, and this tough inning gets even tougher. Takes the clean out at first.
Excellent inning here from the Razorbacks as they have a runner at second with 2 outs. Meredith Avery swings through strike 2. Gandalf kicks, fires the 1-2, hit out to the left side. Angmar deep in the hole, Fields throws across his body onto first for out number 3, but the Razorbacks get 3 in the inning as we go bottom 6. Razorbacks leading 5-2. Angmar, Rohan, and Gondor coming up for the Nazgul 9.
Yeah, and only 5 hits so far for Nazgul. They haven't scored since the first. Jimmy Dale, he's been tough, but 22 pitches. It looks like he's going to be out here. A nice backhand play, but something's got to give with this bullpen.
Got Lady Rohan, the catcher. Good power, good contact at the plate. As Ox's Nazgul 9 looking to battle back, trailing 5-2 here, bottom 6. That ball skied into left center field. The left fielder goes back to the track and makes the catch. Step in front of the warning track there for Thatcher. 2 down here in the 6th for the Razorbacks. Gondor, the third baseman, 316 hitter, 3 home runs, 6 RBI. Hitting from the right side of the plate. Nazgul 9 wearing the white jerseys today with the black and yellow trim. Razorbacks with the red jerseys with the gray pants. Here's the 2-1 outside corner for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Bat shatters as that ball goes straight back. And Gondor staying alive as he takes ball 3 low in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is lined into center field, right into Cole for out number 3. The Razorbacks retire the Nazgul 9 as we go top 7. Razorbacks in control here, Weaver.
Yeah, still a lot of game left, though. The vast majority of oXBOX's runs in this series, in fact, I think all of them before the first inning of this game, have come in the final third of the game. He had a 6-run 7th inning in game number 1, but he needs to hold the lead, or he needs to hold the deficit where it is, and he's not going to be able to.
That is a deep drive into right field, a solo shot for Roche. He's had a nice game today, made some good plays defensively at shortstop, and then delivers a deep drive to right field. 6-2 Razorbacks. Looks like Ox is potentially looking at some bullpen here, but trailing 6-2. Is this one of those situations where you don't really want to burn through too much more of your bullpen, trailing by 4 late in the game?
No, I think 4 runs for Ox. He's got to believe in himself a little bit here and trust his bats as he has in the previous 2 games. There isn't any mojo carryover or anything like that, so if you got the bullets, you got to fire him.
There's a leadoff single there for the Razorbacks as their momentum continues. Gandalf the Gray now with a 7.59 ERA, down the count 2-0. Here's a deep drive to right field at the wall. Legolas makes the catch. That was a few feet shy of this being an 8-2 ball game. 1 down here in the 7th. The first baseman, Donna Lorraine, 609 hitter, 2 home runs, 6 RBI. That one is hit up the middle into center field. Another hit for her as the Razorbacks have 2 on with 1 out here, top 7.
Ox needs a ground ball badly here. You can tell he doesn't want to take out Gandalf with the pitcher spot due up next inning, but he kind of has to, and he does.
as Treebeard ENT, the reliever, is going to take the mound, delivers a 100-mile-per-hour fastball for strike one. Here's a nice slider inside, hit off to the left side. Angmar's there for out number 2.
He's going on a little siesta out there.
Getting a little bit of cardio for Angmar. Treebeard with a 3.31 ERA. Working against the center fielder, Megan Nicole, 500 hitter. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Here, top 7. Razorbacks leading 6-2. That ball is hit sharply to the left side. What a play by Gondor. Catches that one for out number 3, but the Razorbacks push across another and lead 6-2 after 6.5.
Yeah, oXBOX, he's getting out hit 14-5. In my opinion, he is lucky that it's only a 4-run game. He has the time. He's got to exercise a little bit more patience, get this K-man out of the game.
Like you said, a lot of Ox's runs come in the later part of the game in the last 3 or so innings. So this is really the time for oXBOX to really start to find a rhythm with the bats as they trail by 4. As that ball's fouled off to the right side. No balls, 1 strike. For the left fielder, Skin Changer, working against Jimmy Dale, the left-handed reliever. Now at 38 pitches, delivers a breaking ball, fouled back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2.
That's inside.
That one missed his inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch, misses inside just barely.
Yeah, that props to Ox. He tried he tried 2 of those front door cutters that he got him on earlier in the game. That is an unfortunate line out if I've ever seen it.
That was well hit straight to the third baseman. That could have been dangerous if that was just a little bit to the left. But that'll instead be 2 outs for the Razorbacks here. But a good 1-out walk there from Ox. It's very easy to press late in a game, especially when you're trailing, and it's very easy to start swinging at a lot of stuff. But you just got to maintain that same approach that you usually have and try to crawl back into this one.
I like this here from Ox. He's got 2 outs. Oh wow, he hammered that foul, but he's putting in a pinch hitter here for his speedy center fielder. He wants to hit a 2-run homer in this at bat.
Gimli, son of Gloin, the center fielder, 667 hitter with a home run, 3 RBI. Takes the ball upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Razorbacks leading 6-2. That ball skied into center field. But there is Nicole to catch it for out number 3 as we go top 8. Razorbacks leading 6-2 as Thatcher, Dale, and Avery coming up in the inning for the Razorbacks.
Ox has hit into quite a few lineouts to the center fielder in this game on contact swings. His timing, it appears to be there. It just maybe not enough oomph on the swing.
As Richard Thatcher, the left fielder, digs in, working against Treebeard. That one's hit foul to the right side. The 0-1 swung through. Big swing there from Thatcher. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, strike 3, and a nice, was that a little screwball or a changeup inside?
Yeah, that was a screwball, yeah.
That's a nasty pitch to hit against, especially when you don't really expect it to come. That thing is wicked. Looks like the Razorbacks going to go with a pinch hitter here for the pitcher spot, Jimmy Dale. It'll be the pinch hitter, Lily Grace. Does have 1 RBI and does have a hit in these playoffs. Here's the pitch from Treebeard. 101, misses low and inside. 1-0, misses low.
The K-Man trait always leads to a lot of fun mind games. When you get 2 strikes in the count and it activates, I think most players kind of assume you're going to throw the accelerated velocity with the 4-seamer. Sometimes it's better to throw the off-speed, and that's what made that screwball work so well.
Clearly a 1-out hit to center field for the Razorbacks as the pinch hitter comes through. And that'll bring up the leadoff spot, I believe, the second baseman, Meredith Avery. She hits that one, slicing foul off to the right side. No balls and 1 strike. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Treebeard. That one misses high and upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here, 1 down, top of the 8th. Fastball misses inside. And Avery now in command of the count. 2-1. Swings through strike 2. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kicks, fires the 2-2 from Treebeard. coming in triple digits for strike 3.
Number 10.
Yeah, the triple digits bailing him out. It was not a well-placed pitch. That was very red as the uniforms of his opponent. Very wild, but he got away with it because it was 103 miles per hour. What an arm.
103. That one's hit into center field right up the middle for a 2-out single. And here we go. The Razorbacks trying to put together another 2-out rally here in the top of the 8th.
The catcher. Number
We'll bring up the catcher, Benjamin Aaron, 680 average, 4 ribbies. Treebeard looking to get one more out here in this inning, and a bit of a jam here with 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. The 1-2. Screwball misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Treebeard delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss on 102. 2 big strikeouts there for Treebeard. As the Razorbacks look to bring in the relief pitcher, Sharon Kesterson. Very good velocity pitcher, 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, and screwball. Weaver, what's the scouting report on this new pitcher?
Yeah, big velocity, big accuracy. The junk isn't really there, so I think the biggest factor for Ben is he needs to be perfect if he's going to try and use that slider. I think slider notoriously is probably the most crushable pitch in the game. The screwball could be effective still, even with the low junk. But look at Shelob's spider. I think she's been on base every time.
I think so. 99 swing power there from Spider as she missiles that one into center field for a leadoff single for Ox. Razorbacks leading 6-2 here. Bottom 8, runner on first. That one's fouled back. No balls in 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That one is sky deep right center field. Back goes the right fielder. Does it have enough? That one is off the wall. 1 run will score as Ox sends his runner around second. RBI triple. And Weaver, like you said earlier, here comes Ox.
Yeah, the late inning magic continues. I'm sure he would have loved that one to, go 1 more inch, literally. That was as close as it gets off the top of the wall. But you know what? A triple with no outs, as long as you stay poised, is as good as a solo shot anyway.
Certainly, this is a big at-bat for Ox here. Runner on third and no outs. You have to get this runner home. Doesn't matter how you do it, but you need to push across that runner. The Witch King, the shortstop, one of the best hitters on this team, does have 3 home runs, 7 RBI. 3-2 pitch. Here is the pitch. That one's hit into center field. Another run for the Nazgul 9 as they cut the gap now to 6-4.
Not only cut the gap, but Lady Eowyn of Rohan, she's their power hitting catcher. She represents what could be the tying run, but he's going to steal, and I love it.
The aggression on the base for Ox as they keep their foot on the pedal here. Now a runner on second. That one slapped to the left side, through the hole, and into left field for a single. Here comes the runner. No, whoa, beautiful base running by Ox as he sends the runner back to third. Now has first and third. Almost took second there on that throw to home.
Yeah, just not enough speed on the catcher there running. She's got to stay put at first. Ben, I think he would absolutely take a ground ball double play if he can find it to surrender the run.
The potential go-ahead run at the plate here for the Nazgul 9 here. Bottom 8, Razorbacks leading 6-4, but Sharon Kesterson, as we can see, she's incredibly tense right now. That one's skied into left field. That one's caught by Thatcher. Here comes the runner from third, and we have ourselves, Weaver, a 1-run ball game.
1-run ball game. That tying run on first. She, like I've been saying though, she's very slow by XBL standards. This ball probably has to go into the right center field gap if it's going to score her. Other than a home run, that's got to be the only way.
That one's hit into center field past the glove of the second baseman. And there's going to be 2 runners on here with 1 out in the inning as the Nazgul 9 look to make another late game rally here, trailing by 1. Bjorn Skin Changer, the left fielder, at the plate here with 2 on and 1 out. Kesterson struggling right now, delivers in a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike to Skin Changer. Here's the 2-1. That one's hit out to the second baseman to the left field. Throws to second for 1. On to first. A huge double play for the Razorbacks out of the jam as they lead after 8, 6-5. What an inning, Weaver.
Yeah, that was a beautiful inning for the Nazgul 9, scoring 3 times there to make this a ball game. He's going to have his one last chance in the bottom of the 9th, but if you're oXBOX right now, bear down. You must hold the game right where it is.
This is a big inning for Treebeard. Did have the 2 big strikeouts with 2 runners on last inning. But down in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike to Rick Tyson. This is a guy that struggled today. Tyson at the plate. Here's the 3-1 swing and a miss. Counts now 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Treebeard delivers the 3-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout to start the inning for Treebeard.
Yeah, and he battles back from a significant hitter's count. The last thing you ever want to do is walk the leadoff batter in a game like this. Ooh, little chin music.
No chin music. I don't know if Ox trying to send a message or if that one just got away, as that one skied into center field. Ironfoot actually went back a couple steps and had to dive forward for that, but does catch it for out number 2 here, top 9. Razorbacks leading 6-5. The Nazgul 9 looking to make a late push. Razorbacks looking to hold the line as Richard Blake swings through strike 1, the 1-1. That's it into right center field. This is going to be extra bases to the wall. Rounding first, heading for second, a 2-out double for the Razorbacks as they look to once again have a 2-out rally.
And that's a huge, very well placed double by BenMc. Ox was playing deep. He was playing no doubles defense. It mattered not.
The hitter now, the center fielder, Megan Nicole, 478 average. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. That one misses high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The screwball misses away for Treebeard. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That one misses low. And the Razorbacks have scored quite several runs this inning with 2 outs, looking to push across some more here in the top of the 9th.
If you're oXBOX, you cannot take this pitcher out, in my opinion, only because in the bottom of the 9th, he won't be able to pinch hit. XBL rules, you may not use your starting pitchers in any capacity in the game. There are some injury exceptions, but those don't apply here. So if he does take Ent out for this at bat, then that final reliever, Celembrimbor, I think is how you would say that, would have to bat first unless he can execute some kind of double switch. Looks like he does.
Looks like he's summons Brimbor from the depths of Mordor as he looks to get one more out here in the top of the 9th. And it's Thatcher, the left fielder, at the plate, 455 average, up in the count, 2-0. There's ball 3, low and outside. 2 runners on here with 2 outs in the 9th. The 3-0 delivers strike 1. Here's the 3-1. There's strike 2. Thatcher takes that one for strike 2. Here's the 3-2. That one fouled back. We have ourselves a battle. Here is the 3-2. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout there. And the Nazgul 9 coming up in the bottom of the 9th with one last chance, trailing 6-5. This has been an incredible ball game so far, Weaver.
Yeah, and here's Wormtongue, who was the subject of the double switch. He gets into the game now. No power to speak of, does have decent contact and decent speed. This is a player Ox needs to get on and get over.
So once again, the Razorbacks leading 6-5 here, bottom 9. As Ox looking to make some magic happen in the bottom of the inning, does lead this series 2-0 here in game 3. This is, you would think this is almost a must-win game for the Razorbacks. You do not want to go down 3-0. That is a bad place to be.
No, the 3-0 deficit, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, Dwayne in the chat can correct me, but I don't think it's been done in the XBL, the classic 3-0 comeback. So yeah, I'm gonna say must win.
3-2 hit into left field. There's Thatcher once again, another line drive out for oXBOX. Well hit, but just right at him. Sometimes that's how it be.
And he was weighing the option of putting Bilbo Baggins, his last pinch hitter, and a good one at that. Even for that previous batter, I think the idea was to get that batter on and then put in Baggins. It's going to be a one-out situation for him, though.
Buck Buchanan, the closer. Now working against the second batter of the inning. Down in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Here 1 out, bottom 9. There's a fastball hit into center field, and the tying run is on base for the Nazgul 9. There's a big single. That'll bring up Shalab Spider, 3 for 3. A double and 2 singles today. This is Ann. Take a look at that mojo. She is locked in as well.
Yeah, who else do you want up as the winning run? I don't think anybody. Oh, no.
That one's hit out to shortstop, throws to first for one, on to second, not in time, but the Razorbacks do get the lead runner, and that is a big out versus the Nazgul's best hitter. There's a fastball, misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. As Prince Legolas, the last chance here for the Nazgul 9. Razorbacks trying to cling to a 1-run lead. There's a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Buchanan. Check swing. He did not go. And Legolas up in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one skied in the left center field. To her right is the center fielder. Nicole makes the catch. And what a win for the Razorbacks as they battle back and win game 3.
Wow, that was a classic game, a 1-run ball game. All the scoring for the 9 coming in the first and the 8th. Ben spreading it out a little bit more, and he gets himself back in this series. Like we were just kind of bantering about this game, not statistically a must win, but it was a must win. The 3-0 comeback. There's nothing more daunting in sports or in any competition. And he gets it done. Now it's a 2-1 series, and he wins on the road, so he gets to come back and try and even the series at home.
Certainly. Megan Nicole, the player of the game, 3 for 4, 2 ribbies and a run. The shortstop, Violet Rose, 3 for 5 with a big fly and 2 runs. The shortstop for the Razorbacks. And then the third star of the game, the Nazgul 9 shortstop, Witch King Angmar, 2 for 3, an RBI, 2 runs and 2 steals. Game 3, once again, Razorbacks take it 6-5.
Yeah,
amazing game today.
Truly an amazing game. Shout out to everyone who's watching. This is the first ever AA cast on the main channel here with commentary. So a historic night, and we'll have more for you. Game 4 is going to come up. We're going to take a short break here and bring all the action to you once these players requeue.
All right, welcome back to the XBL. We're here in Game 4 of this AA World Series. As Ox leading the series 2-1, a big Game 3 win by the Razorbacks to crawl back into this series. And Weaver, we have ourselves a pivotal Game 4.
Pivotal indeed. You know, if Ox wins and goes up 3-1, that is a stranglehold, but 3-1 comebacks, now those aren't as rare as the 3-0, obviously. So not the end of the world for Ben, but if he can tie it up suddenly, we're in a best of 3 to determine the champion.
In a situation like this, with a team up 2-0 and then the team down 2-0 wins Game 3, which team has more pressure rather in that Game 4? Is it the team trying to battle back to 2-2, or is the team trying to go up 3-1?
I think it's Ox. I think it's the team trying to go up 3-1, and especially when you consider that in Game 4 here, these are going to be the number 4 starters, and traditionally the number 4 starters are the easiest to hit out of the 4. Ox, he was the better hitter. He was the best hitter, or close to it in the AA. He went undefeated. So he's got to be thinking, okay, I just lost, and that sucks, but here's an easier pitcher. I should win this, but, you know, it doesn't always work out that way.
And speaking of pitchers, Ricky Smith on the mound for the Razorbacks delivers a strike. Here comes the 3-2, swing and a miss. 2 outs in the inning for the Razorbacks here in the first, which will bring up the slugging right-handed hitter, the Witch King. Ricky Smith takes the sign, kicks, fires. That ball's well hit right center field. Back goes the right fielder at the track, at the wall, and that one sort of died as Tyson catches that one a few steps in front of the track. Razorbacks coming up with Rose, Aaron, and Tyson.
Yeah, the beautiful Bingata Bowl here for game number 4. The second largest stadium in Super Mega Baseball. Only Shaka Sports Turf is bigger, and it is big. But this one, it's big. It's cavernous in its own right. Now, if you can pull one down the line, those foul poles are not far at all. But the rest of the field is.
Certainly a lot of real estate here in this ballpark as Schmiegel up in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a fastball hit out to the second baseman, Spider. Fields throws to first for out number 1. Gollum Schmiegel, 1.59 ERA. There's a grounder hit out to Spider again. 2 outs. 2 putouts there from Spider here in this first inning. Oh, there's a well-hit ball into deep right center field. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot into the abyss. 1-0 Razorbacks.
That's just a careless pitch. That what was that? Either a 2-seamer or a cutter. I think it was the 2-seamer, just left right over the plate. And it's a dangerous setup when you don't bring that 4-seamer. Actually, neither pitcher brought a 4-seamer to this one. So you got to be extra careful where you leave the moving fastballs, because, you know, they're a little bit easier to track when they're not coming in as hot. But you didn't really need to track that one because it was right over the middle of the plate.
We saw, we saw Tyson struggle a little bit in Game 3, but coming out here in this Game 4 and getting a solo blast and getting the Razorbacks on the board first. There's a sharply hit ball to the third baseman. Fields throws onto first, knocked it down. What a play there from the Razorbacks. Looking solid defensively. 1 down here in the top of the second.
You know, in patches past, I remember there was one patch, I'm going to guess off the top of my head, update 4. Could have been the 3rd one, but used to be when it was lined like that and they didn't make the catch, it would just keep going, kind of past them and trickle into the outfield. But it changed to go with the momentum of the fielder, and that kept the ball with him and allowed him to throw out the slow runner.
Got him looking strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 outs here in the top of the second for the starter, Ricky Smith. There's a ball slicing to right field, and that'll fall for a 2-out single for the Nazgul 9. That'll bring up the left fielder, Smog the Terrible. That one is flared into right field. Right fielder takes a few steps to his right. There's Tyson, record out number 3 after 1.5. Razorbacks 1-0 as they bring up Blake, Nicole, and Thatcher, bottom 2.
oXBOX is very aggressive here through 2 innings, and I don't hate it. You know, it's not a highly statted pitcher. It's a junker baller, quote unquote, if you will. And with the big velo that kind of hurt Ox in game number 3, lurking in the bullpen, the time to strike is on the starter.
Schmiegel now in his 2nd inning of work for the ballgame. 2.84 ERA, 1.11 WHIP. So far these playoffs, but does walk the leadoff batter there from the lefty. And it just feels like the Razorbacks have some momentum coming from that game 3 here in game 4. There's a breaking ball up the middle and into center field. First 2 runners of the inning on for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, this one, Aaerios, this one could be a slugfest with both of these pitchers not sporting, big attributes. I think Smeagol probably disadvantaged compared to the other starter. Oh, the slide there, maybe a little ill-advised. Oh, wait, I think he had an out at first, but instead they're all safe.
Everybody safe, and we have bases loaded here. Bottom 2 for the Razorbacks. Pitcher spot up with Ricky Smith. What do you do in a spot like this?
I think
Let
if
him
you're
swing
Ben,
away, or?
he's already taken two pitches for balls. I think you take another one or two just to drive the pitch count up for that point alone. Instead, he's definitely going to get a sac fly here. Huge at bat for the pitcher.
The 2-0 skied into right center field. That's going to score a run. Almost burn the outfielder there. And that'll push across another one. Another run. Razorbacks leading 2-0 here. Bottom 2. Runners on first and second. Here for the Razorbacks, Meredith Avery, the second baseman, 476 hitter. Takes ball 2 outside, 2 balls, no strikes. That one is well hit, but slicing foul off to the left side. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. That one's dribbled to shortstop. Angmar Fields throws to third for 1 out. On to first, not in time, but a good play there by Angmar to get the lead runner.
Yeah, I do like getting the lead runner there. You can see over there at first, the batter in that situation does have good speed, and with that ball hit so slowly, I don't think they turn a conventional double play, so he gets the next best thing.
We do see Gollum Schmiegel a little bit tense right now, so those already pretty low attributes even lower. Runners on first and second. That one grounded to second. There's Spider. Fields throws on to first for out number 3. After 2 in the books, Razorbacks 2. Nazgul 9 coming up.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14.
As King Aragorn, the center fielder, will lead things off. 250 hitter with 2 RBI. Looking in against Ricky Smith, the starting pitcher, has been pretty solid through 2 innings, now in his 3rd inning of work. Also a 0 ERA for Ricky Smith. That one's lined to the shortstop. Rose takes a step to her left, 1 down. Now the pitcher, Gollum Schmiegel. At the plate, Ricky Smith. Now this is big though. Number 4 starter now locked in, so getting a little bit of that attribute boost, which he will certainly take.
The velocity is really still nothing to speak of, and it won't be. But that junk rating now even better with the screwball and the slider and the moving fastballs. Oh, he almost missed first base, but those pitches are going to be even better now that he's locked in.
Right, we can see the junk really working for Ricky Smith early in this one. Does have the screwball, the change, the curveball, and the slider. That one hit up the middle. There's a dive from Avery. Gets up, throws to first, not in time. The good speed, legs out an infield single.
Number 26.
For the Nazgul 9 here with 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. That one skied into left field. Will this big ballpark hold it? It will. Thatcher catches it on the track after 2.5. Razorbacks leading 2-0 with Aaron, Tyson, and Lorraine coming up here, bottom 3.
Yeah, that's a swing. I think that nets oXBOX 2 runs if it was in Red Rock Park, like we saw in the last game.
Yeah, certainly. These 2 very good hitting players playing in a bigger ballpark. It's interesting to see how that impacts their games. As that one's chopped foul to the right side. Schmiegel up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 misses away. Here's the 1-2. Counts even, now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changeup is hit down the line, down the first base line, and that's going to be a 1-out hit. Just squeaking that one just inside the line. Good piece of hitting right there. The first baseman, Donna Lorraine, 577 average, 2 home runs, hits the breaking ball into center field, and that's going to find a home in front of Aragorn. 2 on, 1 out here for the Razorbacks, looking for more.
Yeah, Ben has come to the yard ready to hit today. He had north of 14 hits in game number 1. He's putting on a hit parade here early against the number 4 starter, Smeagol.
And certainly, and we definitely talked about it pregame, how much of a good hitter Ben is, and when he's locked in and seeing the ball well, he can put up a lot of runs. As the center fielder, Megan Nicole. Takes a ball inside. Fastball skied into center field. Easy play for Aragorn. Secures it for out number 3 as the Nazgul 9 put up a 0 as they come up here top 4, trailing 2-0. The Witch King will lead things off here for oXBOX.
Middle of the order. It's time for Ox to start putting some pressure on Ricky Smith, who's been mostly uncontested through 3 innings.
As we see, Ricky Smith only, that was his 30th pitch right there that misses low for a ball, but has been very efficient with his pitches, which is huge, especially to help save that bullpen a little bit. Here's the 1-2. That one misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Slider misses low, and we have ourselves a full count. Here's the pitch. That one's well hit. Center field. Back goes the center fielder at the wall and makes the catch. I got to say, Weaver, we talked about this ballpark, and this thing is certainly big. It is holding a lot of balls in today.
Yeah, and that's one that always hurts if you're the hitter, and that happens especially on the contact swing there, because then you're thinking, oh, if only I'd power swung. That's a surefire home run. Instead, it's an out. This could be an out too if he gets the spot he does. Great contact in this inning from Ox, but nothing to show.
A couple of well-hit balls for Ox, but right at the fielders for the Razorbacks, who are playing well defensively in their own right, as Ricky Smith delivers the 1-0 straight to the second baseman Avery for out number 3. The Razorbacks are rolling as Richard Thatcher, the left fielder, will lead things off here in the 4th. That one's hit back to the pitcher. Smeagol Fields throws to first, 1 down.
Yeah, getting that leadoff runner in front of the pitcher, that's so massive, because the odds of Ben reaching with the pitcher here aren't great. There's a real opportunity here for Smeagol to get by, but I think that dive came out way too early.
There's a base hit into center field. Was that the pitcher spot, right?
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a big hit right there. Here's another one as the Razorbacks peppering that center fielder, Aragorn, having to do a lot of work today, as a lot of the Razorbacks hits going right up the middle. Ben is seeing the ball well today.
Yeah, Ox is in a constant seesaw battle with Gollum Smeagol to keep him neutral. He keeps going tense, then neutral. This is exactly what he needed.
That is a big 4-6-3 double play, which will end the inning for the Nazgul 9. Huge pitch right there. As we go top 5, Razorbacks leading 2-0. The big Thorin Oakenshield, first baseman, digs in here to lead off the inning. Ricky Smith delivers pitch number 40 upstairs for strike 1. Here's the 1-1. That one is hit foul to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the first baseman, hitting .350. That one's dribbled to the first baseman. Easy play. Fields touches first. 1 down.
Yeah, and the longer this low velo starter continues to spell the bats of the mighty Nazgul 9, the frustration is only going to compound itself and make things harder. You can see maybe he tried to take it out on that pitch in the other batter's box.
It always seems like when you really try to muscle up and really launch one, there's always some sort of pitch way outside the zone. As that one's hit out to shortstop Rhodes. Fields throws to first, 2 down. Gotta say, Ricky Smith is rolling here.
Yeah, he's rolling. It's always easy as a manager when nothing's going wrong on the pitching side. You know, he has big weapons in the bullpen, but will he even need to use them? I mean, maybe at the tail end, the way things are going.
Another easy inning for Smith as he goes 1-2-3, and Smeagol back out there for the 5th. Razorbacks leading 2-0. The Nazgul 9 wearing the black jerseys with the yellow trim today. The Razorbacks in the white uniforms with the red trim. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Catcher Benjamin Aaron fouls that one left side. Does have the whiffer trade, so we'll see how he approaches this count with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. That's well hit, but foul off to the left side. The count stays. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smeagol kicks, fires, breaking ball. What a pitch from Smeagol as the catcher swings right through it. 1 down.
And getting the first out of the inning has not been a problem really for Smeagol, despite some of the heavy traffic he's faced. He seems to get that first out and then get barraged a little bit, but looks like he's going to get 2.
There's a fastball hit to the third baseman. Easy play. 2 quick outs for oXBOX here, as these two slugging hitters have themselves in a few pitchers duels. These number 4 starters pitching well out there battling, but a 2-out single for the Razorbacks. And here comes once again Ben, 2-out rally, trying to put together another here in the 5th. There's the breaking ball hit to first base. Easy play for Oakenshield as the Razorbacks. Nothing going for them in the inning. We go top 6. Razorbacks leading 2-0. We got Schmeagle, the pitcher spot, up at the plate. Looks like Ox is looking to make a switch, perhaps.
You know what? In a World Series game against a wonderful hitter in BenMc19, 5 innings, 2 runs from your worst starter out of the 4, you take that every day of the week.
Absolutely, he made a lot of big pitches. Had a lot of good stuff today. Definitely mixed everything up. Worked the corners. He was very effective today. But Ricky Smith gonna stay out there working into the 6th, only at 48 pitches and still locked in with that mojo. There's a nice pitch on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 tap foul right side. The left fielder, Bourne skin changer. Hitting from the left side, takes the ball inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ricky Smith, 0 ERA for him. Slider, sharp slider misses outside, and we have ourselves a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. That one's hit up the middle. Leadoff single for Ox. As we talked about last game, he likes to put together rallies late, and here he is with a leadoff single here in the 6th.
And if I'm him, I'm thinking maybe about a pinch runner over there. It doesn't look like he's in agreement with me. He does have the top of his order and some big bats that could drive basically anybody in. But yeah, something to consider.
And we saw Spider had a big game last game, but did ground out in a big moment. So we'll see if Spider can come through. She does have the whiffer, though. So here's the 2-2. That one's hit past the pitcher's mound and into center field. And here come the Nazgul 9. 2 on with no outs.
That was a wonderful piece of hitting. oXBOX, he likes to camp his hitting reticle on the outside part of the plate, especially with those lefties. That pitch was inside. He did a good job flicking to the spot, pouring it up the middle.
Swing and a miss there from Prince Legolas, the right fielder. Has been struggling lately. 233 hitter. Doesn't have 2 home runs. Here's the 2-1. Swings through strike 2. Big 2-2 pitch here coming from Ricky Smith. Looks in. The 2-2 misses just outside. Here comes the 3-2. That one slapped to the left side and through the hole. As Ox going to hold the runners. But he does have bases loaded here with no outs.
What a chance here for oXBOX and the 9. Look who's up. These are big attributes, big power, big contact, big speed. Got the outside pitch trait. Bases loaded. There's nothing more he could want.
If you're Ben, you probably got to imagine this is the last person you want up at the plate in this kind of situation, as that one's hit to the third baseman. Throws home for 1. Aaron on to first. Safe at first. As Witch King able to leg that one out. Good hustle there from him. Bases loaded. Now 1 down. Changeup misses low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 misses inside as well. And Lady Edwin of Rohan, the catcher. Up in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here, top 6. Breaking ball just catches the high and inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great pitch there from Ricky Smith. Here's the 2-2. That one's hit up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. Every flips to second for 1. On to first, the 4-6-3 DP. A huge pitch there from Ben.
Yeah, bases loaded, nobody out. What a job from BenMc19. Gets a couple ground balls. The first one, he does not want to give up the run, so he goes home with it, gets 1 out, then gets the traditional double play to get out of the inning. That is potentially a backbreaker here in the second half of this game for the Nazgul 9.
And trailing in a series 2-1, those are the types of situations that can make or break you and potentially decide a series, or even get you in an even bigger hole in a series. Bases loaded, no outs, and he's able to navigate. That is just absolutely huge for Ben.
Yeah, and you can't blame him here for taking a moment before making the bullpen decision. Might go with Gandalf the Grey, who got lit up in game number 1. Looks like that is... No, he went with Treebeard N. Interesting.
Treebeard, we saw him pump some heat last game. Did have some pretty good innings, and he's gonna go back to work here in game 4 with the Razorbacks leading 2-0, looking to tie the series up at 2 after trailing 2 games to nothing. And the Razorbacks have come in full force here on this Saturday night.
You know what? He had his indicator over Gandalf, right? He definitely did, but it still went with Treebeard. I think I'm seeing something I've never seen, and that's the timer picked his pitcher for him.
Perhaps. I definitely noticed he was hovering over, was it Gandalf?
Yeah.
But instead we have Treebeard, who has pitched well. 2.95 ERA. Sharp slider there. And that's going to be out number 1 for Spider. Easy play for her, which brings up the left fielder, Richard Thatcher. Good speed at the plate for the Razorbacks. Treebeard kicks, fires. There's a hit into right field past the dive of the second baseman. A 1-out single for the Razorbacks.
Ben in these 2 games tonight has done an exceptional job of flipping pitches that are slightly out of the strike zone into the outfield. And I can't believe Ricky Smith is still getting a chance here. Does he have him at second?
Got him at second. Bang, bang play, but instead it's out number 2, and there's a little flare hit out to the second baseman, Spider. Good inning from Ox. The Nazgul 9 coming up top 7, trailing 2-0.
I'm really surprised that Ricky Smith wasn't lifted there for perhaps a power bat. I don't know exactly what Ben has lurking on the bench, but then again, he's pitched a gem, and why not leave him in?
There's a ball into right field. That'll fall for a single. And the Nazgul 9 looking to put together another late game rally, trailing by 2 with the first baseman Thorin Oakenshield at the plate. That one's hit out to the shortstop, flips to second for 1, but the second baseman Rose drops it and everybody's safe.
Wow. PTSD for Ben, who in game number 2 here at the Bengata Bowl, his center fielder dropped a routine fly ball late that led to the rally that won the game for the 9. Could we be seeing the same thing here with that drop in the middle infield?
This is a big moment here with Treebeard, the pitcher, at the plate. 2 on and no outs. No bunt here. Weaver, actually, no. He pulls back, takes the ball high and outside. And there's a bunt that goes right back to the pitcher's mound. Smith is going to throw to third. They get the lead runner onto first. Not in time, but a great play by the Razorbacks. Solid awareness to get that lead runner.
Incredibly gutsy to go to third. I thought he made the biggest mistake of the night by throwing to third, but he gets him by a hair. And now there's 2 down, or I'm sorry, there's 1 down. Still not much speed to speak of on the bases, and Jimmy Dale, the K-Man, has entered the game.
I'm right there with you, Weaver. As soon as he threw to third, I thought we were looking at a bases loaded scenario, but just in time. So here is Gimli, son of Gloin, the center fielder, up at the plate, working against the very, very dangerous and hard-throwing Jimmy Dale. Down to the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There goes the runners. Here's the pitch, and everybody is safe as the Nazgul 9 base running continues to be aggressive. 2 on, and 2 runners in scoring position here with 1 out in the inning. Here's the 2-2. That one is that bat is shattered. That ball hit to third base, on to first for the out, but a run scores for the Nazgul 9, and Ox cuts the Razorback lead in half.
I'm gonna see it again on replay on my second monitor. I think Ben has him at the plate if he delivers a firm throw. Oh, does he send him?
That's a ball hit into left field. There goes the runner around third. Here's the play at the plate, and he dropped it. The catcher drops it. A run scores, and man, Weaver, we are tied at 2.
Wow, that send, in my opinion, Ox had to be looking for that play specifically. That is something that happens in this game. Those drops by the catcher, they're probably about a 15% odd usually, especially with all the pressure bars that are in this situation. He took the gamble and it paid off. This has been a tough inning for Ben.
Ox's base running has been aggressive, but it has been solid in these 2 games today. Incredibly aggressive send, but you love to see it. We are tied at 2. There goes the runner again, but it doesn't matter. Strike 3, but not before the Nazgul 9 push across 2 after 6.5. We are tied at 2 here in the XBL.
Yeah, 9-1-2 up for the Razorbacks. The 9-hole hitter Avery, she's tense.
This will be an interesting last few innings here. But as you talked about last game, Weaver, one of the things that Ox does is late game rallies, and we have seen it again here in game 4. In game 3, they came up a little short, but in game 4, they are roaring back. Here's the 1-1 from Treebeard. That one misses low at 99. Treebeard can get it up into the triple digits. There's a nice slider back to the mound. Treebeard fields, throws onto first. One down. The shortstop Violet Rose hitting only 207. She made the big error earlier. So she can try to redeem herself here. Bottom 7. Our score tied at 2. Here's the pitch from Treebeard. And what a play by Angmar. Dives to his left, throws onto first, but not in time. As the Razorbacks leg out an infield single here with one down, bottom 7.
Yeah, look at the tense catcher, though. The contact, that reticle here, it's got to be a lot smaller than is comfortable for BenMc 19. I'd be surprised if he squares one up.
In situations like this, Weaver, when you have a guy with a very small reticule, are you looking for a particular location and trying to sit on that pitch?
I think he's going to roll into the double play here. The catcher has no speed. Huge pitch from Treebeard end. But yeah, in that situation, I'm trying to relax as much as I can. Forget that the reticle is small and just try and flick to the spot anyway.
All right, great pitching there from the Nazgul 9 as the momentum seems to have flipped a little bit as we go top 8. Once again, tied at 2, but Prince Legolas leading things off for us here in the inning. That one flipped out to foul territory to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jimmy Dale. Here's pitch number 15. That one misses upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one hit out to the second baseman on the line. Avery catches it for out number 1. The shortstop, Witch King Angmar, 0 for 3 today. Hitting 302, 3 home runs, 8 RBI, the 0-1. That one sky to right center field, but shallow enough for Tyson as he catches it for out number 2. The catcher, Lady at the plate. As she lines that one into right field, the 2-out single. That one gets past the center fielder, and that's going to be extra bases. Lady rounding second, heading for third, and a 2-out triple as she slides just under the tag.
Wow, expertly done from Ox. He knew exactly what he could get away with. He slid in there safe by just a half a second there or so. Great base running, and now a huge threat with 2 down.
2 balls and no strikes to the third baseman, Boromir Gondor. There's 100 on the outside corner. Runner on third. We are tied at 2 here. Top of the 8th, swing and a miss. Jimmy Dell looks in, takes the sign from the catcher, kicks, fires the 2-2. That one's flared to the right side. Tyson sliding, makes the catch, saves a run. We are tied at 2. What a play from the Razorbacks.
Wow, we've seen the Razorbacks defense taketh. Now we've seen it giveth. What a play there to preserve the lead. This could be a totally different situation here.
I think we saw the Razorbacks in Game 3 make some very impressive defensive plays. That defense has been a little shaky here today, but a huge sliding catch there by Tyson in right field. Hit the first inning home run and now saves a run. There's a nice jumping catch by Spider for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th, we are tied at 2. This is Game 4 of AA XBL World Series. That one's lined into center field. Here comes Ironfoot. That one's going to fall in for a single. A 1-out single for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, Ben punishing the defensive alignment there. oXBOX was playing the outfielders deep. If he's playing straight up, I don't think the center fielder moves an inch.
Treebeard now at 25 pitches. Here, I believe this is his 3rd inning of work. Richard Blake to third baseman. Digging in at the plate, does have good power. Looks at 99 inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2. That one swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there from Treebeard. We've seen him pump in some triple digits gas today. And it's a big second out. That one is flared into right field. Here comes Legolas, slides, doesn't make the catch. That one's going to fall in for a hit. But the Razorbacks going to hold the runners at first and third in a big at-bat here, the left fielder, Thatcher.
Yeah, oXBOX, he's been throwing a few too many junk pitches that are slightly outside, making it easier for Ben to bloop him in. He's going to get bailed out on that changeup ground ball, gets him to the 9th. But wow, what a threat from both players in the 8th.
After 8 in the books, we are tied at 2 here in this pivotal Game 4 of the AA XBL World Series between the Nazgul 9, controlled by oXBOX, and the Arkansas Razorbacks. controlled by Ben. There's a drive into center field. Back goes a center fielder at the track. And Nicole makes the catch a couple steps in front of the wall. Out number 1. I'll bring up now the pitcher spot, Treebeard.
He's got to come out. He's tired. Yeah, okay.
A couple of options for oXBOX here with the first baseman and the left fielder. We'll see what he does here, but pivotal 9th inning here.
Number 12.
And as we can see at the top, the pressure bar now 3 out of 4 bars. There's a drive into right field. Back goes the right fielder, and that ball just died for out number 2.
Yeah, a couple nice rips here. This starting to get to the bottom part of the order for the 9, just right at defenders. That one I think would still be an out in Red Rock, but the fly out to the center field track, I think that one would be a home run in Red Rock.
2 down here, top of the 9th. Nazgul 9 at the plate. Dane Ironfoot the second digs in, the center fielder. Pinch hitter will draw a 2-out walk. Now check out that pressure bar, Weaver. Now 4 bars. There goes the runner from first base. The throw down to second, not in time. And a good steal once again for Ox as that aggressive base running continues.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of the catcher who's tense, thus drawing especially with the 4 bars of pressure, drawing his arm strength way down.
Skin changer fouls one back, 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Top 9. Score tied at 2. Here's the 1-2, misses low and away. The 2-2. Upstairs, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jimmy Dale delivers the 3-2. That one's hit to the shortstop, dives, knocks it down. Will she have enough time? No. Here goes Ox, though, going for home. Bates goes back to third. We have first and third here with 2 outs in the inning.
Ox being a pest on the base paths, that distracts the shortstop. That distracts BenMc19 because I think even with the drop out there at shortstop, I think he has the time to get the 3rd out at first base, but he didn't even feel like risking it with all that speed headed home.
You know, Ox's base running has been very, very aggressive, very effective. And I'm sure if you're the Razorbacks, very annoying. As the Razorbacks going to bring in the reliever, Sharon Kesterson, as a 4-seam, 2-seam. The screwball and the slider. Here's a pitch hit up the middle. Avery dives to her right, gets up, throws to second. Correction, throws to first for out number 3. What a play. Love the defense.
Yeah, and the way this game has been seesawing for BenMc19, you know, anytime the play like that is headed towards him, he's got to be holding his breath. It works out for him there. No drop by the second basewoman. She makes the play. And Ben has a chance to even this series up with just a single run if he can find it in the bottom of the 9th.
Bottom of the 9th coming up. We've seen some incredible plays here in games 3 and 4. We've seen some home runs. We've seen some great pitching. We've seen some defense. We've seen a little bit of everything here in games 3 and 4 tonight. We go bottom 9.
Might we see a walk-off to add to that list?
Yeah, we all love a good walk-off. We have a 2-2 ball game as the Razorbacks coming up in the bottom half of the 9th, looking to walk this thing off. They're going to have to face Gandalf the Gray, who's coming in with a fresh inning, delivers his first pitch of the ball game, swing and a miss on 97. The 0-1 hit right back up the middle into center field. Ox is going to throw to first, almost makes the play. And that's going to be a leadoff single.
Yeah, before the last update, that shallow outfield with a low-speed runner, he gets her at first, but they nerfed the arm strength on throws to first from the outfield in the last patch, and that gets Ben first base. That's the winning run.
Yeah, certainly. It's much harder to get those outfield outs from right field or center field to first base. Now, you kind of have to be playing in with that outfield and have a very slow runner, as there's a fastball hit foul off to the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one hit to third base. Gondor fields, throw to second for 1. On to first, the 5-4-3 DP, making it look easy. 1 pitch, 2 outs for the Nazgul 9. There's a flare to shortstop, and there's Angmar. Secures it for out number 3. As we go to extra innings, top 10, score tied at 2. What a ball game, Weaver.
Yeah, free baseball here at the Bink Audible in the World Series. This is it's been a great pair of games tonight, and this one's looking like it's going to be a classic. Did he just hammer that? Wow.
There's a drive to right center field, and that ball is gone. Yahtzee, a solo blast for oXBOX. as he takes the lead here in the top of the 10th. Legolas's third home run, 427 feet into the great beyond.
Yeah, that's a middle pitch. Ox, he needed to do everything in his power not to miss it. He rocked it. That ball got out in a hurry.
That one's flared to the shortstop. Rose makes the catch for out number 1. Gotta say, though, the Razorbacks pitching has not made many mistakes today. That may have even been their first or second mistake of the ball game, and Ox took advantage. There's another well-hit ball right to the right fielder, Tyson, for out number 2.
And it's Kesterson. She's the one who got blown up a little bit in game number 3 earlier tonight. And it's her who gives up what could be the winning run if Ox can hold down the fort in the bottom of the 10th.
Certainly there's a 2-out single by Ox, looking to tack on some more with a first baseman Oakenshield. Hits a sharply hit ball to the shortstop Rose. She fires across the diamond onto first for out number 3 after 9.5. Nazgul 9 leading 3-2. Last chance for the Razorbacks coming up, bottom 10.
And he does have a good part of his order granted. Aaron here, the catcher, he is tense. So like we were talking about, that reticle is going to be perhaps a problem. He needs to find a mistake.
And the Nazgul 9 looking to close this game out with the arm of Gandalf the Great. Now on his second inning of work, only 11 pitches after he delivers ball 3. High and inside, and a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning for Ox. Yeah, sometimes it's the walks that can come back to bite you.
You cannot put in a World Series game. You just obviously, things happen, but you can't put on the tying run in extra innings. You can't put them on for free, and you did there. It's up to Ben to punish.
Rick Tyson did homer earlier in the ball game. The right fielder looks at ball 3, and how about this, Weaver? 7 straight balls until Gandalf delivers strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one swung through for strike 2. The 3-2 changeup got him swinging out on the front foot. A big strikeout for Gandalf.
Yeah, suddenly a ground ball puts the Nazgul 9 in a stranglehold in this series. But a ton of power. That looks like somewhere around 90.
Lorraine, the first baseman at the plate, does have good power. Does possess the ability and the pop to be able to end this ball game on one swing. Here is the 1-0. That ball misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. As Gandalf delivers a changeup, that one's tapped foul. Gandalf looks into the catcher. Here's the 2-1, misses away with 100. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning for Gandalf, which brings up 2 on for the third baseman, Richard Blake.
Gandalf has just not been able to find the zone, and he finds himself in a situation with the winning run on at first base in this cavernous outfield. If Ben can find something in the gap, he's going to win.
There's a changeup hit to the second baseman. Spider Fields throws to second for 1. On to first in time, and that is the ball game. The Nazgul 9 shut the door in the 10th as Gandalf gets the save. Final score, Nazgul 9-3, Razorbacks 2. Weaver, what a game.
The old caster curse. I'm talking about balls in the gap, and it's a weak grounder. He turns a beauty of a double play, a couple firm throws, and he puts himself up 3-1. oXBOX, he is up, yeah, like I said, 3-1. He is a win away from becoming a champion in the AA, the lower tier of the 3 tiers that we have. But it's been an incredible season for him. He is very close to capping it off, but he's not done yet. And I don't know when these two are going to schedule the rest of the series, but when they do, if the rest of these games have been anything to go by, we're going to have a wonderful finale on our hands.
Most certainly, Weaver. And like we talked about today, when it comes to oXBOX, his offense can look very, very lethargic through 6 innings. But once we get into sort of the latter portion of games, inning 7, 8, 9, that's when he comes alive.
Yeah, it's almost he seems to thrive off of the pressure. When his back is to the wall, he kind of maybe gives himself a little pep talk and says, "Okay, all right, everyone, calm down here. I'm a great hitter. I just have to keep that in my mind. Start swinging the bat a little bit better. Have better, more patient at bats, and things will fall in line for me." That's his mindset there, and they've really paid off in Well, no, it didn't pay off. Rather, he had some valiant comeback attempts, but it's Ben who wins that game four or the game three, and then Ox, of course, with the
Right.
huge extra innings in game four. But what a series it's been! Two very close games, and maybe you look at the AA records in the regular season, you see oXBOX, he's undefeated, and you think, oh well,
Yeah.
what's even the point? I think there's a point. This has been a great series, some great playoff series. And oXBOX, yeah, he's up 3-1, but he has been very challenged. And, I would never think to put it past Ben that he can make this comeback.
Oh, certainly. And we definitely saw after that big game 3 win by the Razorbacks, they sort of carry that momentum into the game 4, got the early 2-0 lead, but Ox, credit to him, came roaring back late.
Yeah, just an exceptional AA debut to the main channel. These were the first ever AA
Yeah.
games casted on this channel.
Yep.
And everyone at home, join me right now. A huge round of applause for you, Aaerios. That was a
Hey,
wonderful debut here in the
hey,
booth. Thank you for joining us, man.
it was my pleasure, man. I look forward to doing more. And I love the XBL. I look forward to the rest of the playoffs, man. It was a pleasure being in the booth with you today.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you all for watching. Of course, a giant thank you to Mickey, the trailer guy, for the timeless trailer that plays before every single broadcast here on the channel that gets us all hyped up. Thanks to the players, Ben and Ox. And of course, when we have more news on when they are going to play the remainder of this series, we'll hopefully get it casted for you and show you the remainder of this, because it is going to be good. Now, if you're looking for more to do tonight, we do have more games scheduled for the channel coming up soon, later tonight, not far at all. We have not the conclusion, but 2 more games between Big George and Unholy Yeezus in the AAA semifinals. That has been a very weird series. Couple low-scoring games early, and then they traded blowouts. That one could end tonight. I believe Dwayne and Ox are going to have the call for you coming up, so stick around for that. With that being said, Aaerios, any final words before we head off for the night?
It was an absolute pleasure, but what a night of baseball. We have a AA World Series, 3-1. Ox looking to close it out next time, but it was an absolute blast, Weaver. Great night for baseball.
Absolutely. Everyone, take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here on the channel very soon.
Good night, everybody.